Hope you guys liked that beginning intro. My name is Splicer87 and welcome to Need for Speed Rivals. This game's kind of old. It's been out a few years. And my friends and I recently got it just to like mess around and stuff. But really, we've just been having a blast with it. You know, some of us played the old Need for Speed games, such as Hot Pursuit, and I've been really thinking about getting the new game Payback. But really, this is Need for Speed Rivals. It's a fun game. At the time of making this video, I decided that since the game is like $5 right now on Origin, that maybe someone might want to just check out this video and play it. So, you know, just a thought. It'd be kind of cool. Well, I might actually lose this race. Play Need for Speed Rivals. It's a good experience. Something fun. If you can't tell, I really like drifting. It's kind of a fun little thing I had planned. Ugh. Now, I'm not actually playing the soundtrack to this game right now, but it actually has a very well-designed soundtrack. Too bad the soundtrack always gets cut out whenever a pursuit starts. So, yeah, has some really intense like battle music. So I'm currently in a head-to-head against this random fool behind me. I'm driving like an absolute maniac. Oh, look, a cop. Yeah, I'm driving like an absolute maniac because I keep talking. So, yeah, you're probably not going to see a lot of total skill when I'm not in the zone, but yeah, Running in the 90s was a really good song to use for this. Oh wow, this guy. Yeah, Running in the 90s was a really good song to use for that, the intro cutscene. Please don't copy strike me. I'm a small YouTuber. I thought it was worth taking the risk. So, yeah, I'm actually going to lose this race. Sheesh. Yeah, I lost the race. It's all your fault, cop. Shucks. Point is, this is one of the racer cars, the Porsche 918 Spider, I believe. It's like halfway through the progression system of the game, and it's like my favorite car to drive. If you guys couldn't tell, but I'm not actually the best with it. Okay, cop, you need to relax. Yeah, I have cops and Lamborghinis chasing after me. Because it literally takes Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and just turns it on its head a little bit. Makes the game a lot more intense, and you constantly have to run to your hideout and bank your money, or they'll just take it from you. But I figured since we're here, we might as well try a few races, a few things like that. You know, just get the game going. But yeah, at the beginning you get like an original Porsche way over here. And that's basically what you get. You have to pay for your next cars, and then you use those. I myself drove this Ford Mustang for like ever until I came across the Porsche 911 GT3, which was a lovely design for a vehicle. For some reason, this car does stupidly well against my friends. Too bad none of them are on tonight, or I'd invite one in to play. But yeah, we're stuck with this because this is my baby. Let's do a race. Okay, I turned the music back on because I felt like it. So, this is a race. You start here, and there's gonna be guys coming from behind you. Apparently, you have to start a race while standing still, which doesn't make any sense at all, but okay. So all the guys come past you, so you're basically stuck in last place the entire beginning of the race. Now, the AI in this game is probably about as well as you expect in any game about racing. AI is not very good. So, with a fast enough car, and after a bit of grind, you can upgrade your vehicles to overcome your opponents. Which is kind of my favorite part about this game. You put in a bit of time, and there are DLC cars that you can pay to get around, but honestly, this game is worth $5. It's pretty good for the $5 I paid for it. Now, here's the thing I don't like about this game. You have these very long, dramatic cutscenes during your crashes. Thankfully, on this occasion, I still ended up being in like second place, but that can totally knock you back to last place anytime. It's not the most fun thing in the world. Oh, there's that guy just wrecked. Okay. Oh, we're on the bridge. Nice. On the bridge, you can take those ramps there. I'm deciding not to on this occasion, but oh, that guy. Ooh, he just took a spill. And now I'm suddenly in first because of that beautiful AI. Absolutely astonishing. Yeah, this game's really fun. I'll put a link to the origin, I'll put a link to the origin for it, so you can still play it yourselves. Oh, I missed that checkpoint. Great. Well, at least I'm not last. Ooh, never mind, I'm still last. Thanks, guys. Anyway, that's how races work. I don't really like races because they basically end up being hot pursuits anyway. And in this game, basically, once a cop sees you, you're not really going to lose them for a while. Which kind of makes this game not as fun as it should. But at the same time, it really is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit in like a modern sense. I mean, you're driving like 2014 cars, so I guess when I say modern, it's not that modern, but it's not brand spanking new off the lot like the Need for Speed Payback cars are. But yeah, I've never really been into racing games, so it's nice to, get into something that I can, something new. That's kind of why I started this channel, is that I wanted to just play games that I've never actually tried before. So, someone who hasn't really played racing games, it's a game I've put a few hours into, let's just say the least. Yeah, at the point of this recording, I have not completed the entire Racer campaign yet. I have a few more cars to unlock, but I've completed the entire of the Cop campaign, which I will discuss later in this video. So yeah. I'm looking for a hot pursuit currently, so we're just kind of casually driving around trying to avoid people, and especially cops, because I'd rather not get into something that's going to mess me up. Yeah, we'll be sticking with this car most of the period, unless I feel like showing off something else, but for the racer side, we'll be sticking to this car. Because I don't really like trying the overpowered vehicles, because honestly, when you have a not as powerful car, you're not relying on that car. Which, for me, makes the game a little more fun. Okay, where are we at right now? Okay, this game doesn't pause when you press pause. So, yeah, we'll just do this easy one. But these hot pursuit levels, they get really intense. Alright, so pull up to the starting line like usual, like any other race. And then we press the start button, and we have to stand in place again. I guess technically sitting in place. Let go! Now, since this is on easy, the racers aren't probably going to be as good of drivers as the bots on hard. So really, I can just drive past them, and it's not that big of a deal. The issue with hot pursuits is that there are cops. Lots of cops that immediately start chasing you and bring your heat meter up. Your heat meter is that heat level at the top of the screen. Mine is currently 4. 3 of it is given me immediately because of this car. But as your heat meter goes up, your notoriety against the cops goes up. Essentially, it's the Grand Theft Auto stars in the older titles, where you get totally destroyed by cops and they shoot you down. In this game, they will just either wreck you or straight bust you by slamming your car against the wall and you can't move. But yeah, the cops, they can get pretty intense in the later part of the game. In the beginning, the only thing that's going to stop you is the fact that your car isn't powerful enough to escape them. Like, for instance, you know, I'm really far ahead of the other racers. I have a pretty healthy car. But, you know, if I messed up, I probably won't recover as well. We saw that in the last race that I did. Excuse me, cop. You're ramming me into the wall. It's not very nice. So, yeah. I'm actually playing this game with a controller. I'm on the PC version of the game, so that's also an issue. But the game looks quite nice for it basically being made for a console. It really is just a console port of the game. Like, the PC controls for this game are atrocious, so I recommend playing with a controller. If, you know, you're going to play an old game that costs $5. Just for some fun with your friends. That's really what this game is for. The early game was a lot more fun than the late game, because now all of my friends and I are, like, basically fully leveled up and we're, like, set up pretty well. But, you know, pretty fun. It seems my damage is critical, as the game just pointed out, which basically means my health bar in the lower right corner is pretty low because of all the cops slamming into me. I need to either run to a repair station or go to my safe house, or I will lose all of my speed points, which is the 25,000 you see at the top of the screen. Something like that, you know, keeps me busy. And on your toes, because you lose all of your speed points if a cop arrests you. Now I hit this ESF to avoid that by the cop. And there's another cop in front of me, which is not good. Oh man. Oh man. Getting really intense. Okay. Whew. Alright. I believe we've won. Now we need to run. Because that heat level just keeps going up if you keep getting chased by the cops. So we're gonna head into the safe house and bank our money, which is very nice. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to buy one of the cheaper cars, the Dodge Charger, to show you what it's like to purchase a new vehicle. You scroll over to the car that you want. You know, you buy the car, obviously, and then you can set up upgrades for it. So these performance upgrades affect your car and everything about it. Upgrade acceleration first. Acceleration is overpowered, like extremely overpowered. Basically, you're gonna be going by the acceleration meter on the left of your screen right now. It's not so much top speed. Only the top speed's gonna matter on your straightaways. And when you compare this car to, say, my car, I mean, it's kind of a night and day difference of your top speed and acceleration. That's why I choose the Porsche Spyder. It's beautiful. You can also customize your cars to intense levels. Like, if I wanted to change the decals on it, I can put stripes on it instead. You know, stuff like that. But the paint, you know, you have your standard paint jobs if you want to change it to that. But I have it on a custom setting to where it has this nice color of blue. It's just basically a lighter version of this blue. But I like it a little more than the dark blue, so it's nice to have. Alright, time to set up a time trial race, which is essentially one of these little deals. It's straight up, perfectly by your car, just you against the clock, which isn't too big of a deal. It's, you know, pretty simple. Your standard Need for Speed time trial. It basically reminds me of like those arcade games you like get at like pizza places and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. Okay, so here we are. Let's do this time trial. Basically, you're hoping that the luck is going to be in your favor during these types of races. Because the AI vehicles, the random civilians, like this one, always get in your way. So you really need to watch out for those people. They come out of nowhere, I swear. Like, always. I'm drifting this corner, and then this random guy comes out of nowhere just to mess up my day. So be prepared for that if you ever play this game. You're going to rage just a little bit when you run into somebody. And sometimes it's not even your fault. It's just the game's fault, spawning in a non-player vehicle and just messing up. By the way, this game is mostly online. You should be connected to the Electronic Arts servers and stuff like that. And there's actually a surprising amount of lobbies you can join in on PC, which I find very surprising, but here we are. This race is similar to the last race we just ran. It's probably going to end in about the exact same position. So, yeah. We're just kind of chilling. Oh, here is a cop. And now the pursuit has started as usual. Never fails. You probably could never go through a race without being chased by the cops. That's literally how this game is. It's the name of the game. You know, you're either playing as a racer or a cop. And, yeah. I didn't care much for the story of this game, but I hear other people really like it. Need for Speed games usually have pretty okay types of stories, apparently. That's just what I've heard. Yeah, so the race ended. I got a gold because I was fast. Oh! What did I tell you? Oh, now I'm over here, apparently. Actually, we should probably run away because I'm just kind of tired of being chased by cops. So we just hop into our little safe house again, bank our money, and yeah, that's basically the racer side. There's also this other mode where a cop can chase you and your goal is to lose it, but really a quick e-brake and a 180 will just get you out of that. You can just outsmart the cops because the AI is, not the best, as in most video games. Okay, time to switch to the cop career. So for the cops, it's a little bit different. This is actually the final level of cop, the Hennessy Venom GT. There are 3 versions of every cop car, though. I have the Enforcer brands, but a few of these are the normal versions. So the normal cars look like this, as you can see in that little picture down there. But the Enforcer brand, I like how just the paint job looks on it, and they have more strength and durability than the normal versions of the cars. But you complete challenges to unlock your other versions. See, this one, for the Porsche actually, which is kind of funny, it's the Porsche 911 Turbo, which is the first Porsche basically on the racer side. I grabbed the undercover version of it instead of the Enforcer version. This was before I knew how the leveling system worked, and I just kind of picked missions willy-nilly. But yeah, we're definitely going to rock the newer Porsche, because why not? Because why not drive a Porsche in every sense of the word? This car's not as fast as my other car, as you can tell by the, the stats. I'll try to put a little comparison in this part in the video. But yeah. Now, I didn't talk about pursuit tech earlier. Each car, the racers and the cops, have their own types of tech. You can call in roadblocks as a cop. You have the shock ram, which is actually really good at taking out your enemies. Spike strips, they're not very effective because most people can just drive around them, but sometimes if you hit them, it's pretty good. The EMP is my favorite because it just, absolutely shreds through vehicles when it's leveled up. On this occasion, I only have level 3 tech, but when you get to the higher levels of, car, you have much better tech. So yeah, you have cop spawn areas, stuff like that. And now you get to play on the other side of the races that you were in earlier. So we're going into one of the first hot pursuits of the game. It's pretty simple, just a standard bust, basically. And you have to take out every vehicle of the racers before they finish the race, or you fail the mission. And it goes by your time limit of how fast you can take them out. So we're going to start this hot pursuit. The enemy racers will come around the corner, and we will take them out. So now we're a cop. Now, this game is online, like I said, so you can have other players in your lobby and stuff like that. Really, you're just kind of figuring out how you want to deal with them. So I'm targeting this one guy, because it's easier just to take out one at a time. So that man's busted, which means he's out of the race entirely, and we just need to move on to the next guy. Now, like I said, my cop car's leveled up a little bit. But, ooh, that man just hit me with a shockwave, and I just drove through my own guy's spike strips. Thank you, cops. Oh. Yeah, so really, the thing you want to worry about is that your AI cops, they're going to get in your way. That's literally what's going to happen. They're gonna get in your way, they're gonna mess you up all the time. Now, hopefully my AI cops can take care of that guy back there, because I can't make it back to take care of him, because I need to get to the front of this race to take him out. So, knock that guy out, basically. He's pretty low. The guy in first is my real issue, though. Because this race has 6 miles left, but, ooh, that's not good. Wait for the AI to come around. Take out the man in first. Alright, oh, then he goes. Oh. Oof. Okay. These men are coming in hot. Ugh. But yeah, take high-speed chase to the next level. Like I said, this is not a fully upgraded cop car. It's one of the earlier ones in the game. So it's not like a super good one compared to the final one that I said. So you only go about this speed. You cap at 200. If this guy's going faster than 200, I'm not going to catch up to him on a straightaway. Which is very unfortunate for me, because I'm probably not going to get a gold in this. But just gotta force him. Where'd he go? There he is. Sheesh. It's very fast. Very, very fast, in fact. I've used all my gadgets, so... Oh, no. Actually, that might have helped me a little bit. Unfortunately, this loading screen... No! No, what? Game. Sometimes. Here I followed him up the path, and he's really just gonna go this way, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. I gotta catch up to him. The race is almost over. We have like 2 miles left. Okay, so he's out, and now we need to turn around and take care of the other cars. Oh no, my damage is critical. That's not good. How am I supposed to crash in these cars and take them out when I can't even take damage? Oh, no. That's the last guy, I think. This is really intense. You know, honestly, I'll be lucky if I get a bronze in this. This is not a good time. And he's out. Oh, still got a gold. Nice. That was probably an easy, and I just did absolutely terrible. But it's, you know, you get where I'm coming from. Oh, sheesh. I tried doing a 180 and it ended up being a 360. As a cop, though, you can get around a lot easier because you're not being constantly in a chase. Sure, you can bust random racers, but they're not really worth a lot of points. So as a cop, you can see that I have 714,000 speed points at the top. It's so much easier to be a cop, really, because you never lose your speed points when you like crash. You can just casually play the game. We need to do a rapid response, apparently, according to our missions on the side. So let's do a rapid response. Now, your progression is completely tied to the missions on the right side of the screen, which basically means you don't do the missions and you're not going to get anywhere. Now, this is the exact same as the speed missions from earlier. But as a rapid response, you're forced to be in a police car and not take any hits. Basically, don't hit other vehicles, don't hit the walls. Really, you are just a cop trying to get to a place as soon as possible. I guess I should probably turn my sirens on because I'm currently going to a rapid response. But literally, it's just a time trial. You just need to drive super duper fast. And I'm actually probably not the right cop car for this, because there are definitely faster cop cars. But I'll probably still get a gold unless I hit a bunch of cars in the way. It says that I need to get at least a bronze, so it can't be too terrible.
I'm gonna need help. I just lost contact with my suspect.
But yeah. I actually really like this highway. It's the only place in the game that has a straightaway long enough to max out your vehicle's speeds. I believe one of the fastest vehicles in the game maxes out at about 280 miles per hour, which is, you know, it's pretty fast. It's actually a cop car, because obviously the cop cars have to be faster than the racers to catch them, so, yeah. Now I could go into a random game and face other people, but really, there's a lot of griefing in this game online if you're playing with randoms. You're either going to find someone in the lobby who's griefing everybody and taking everybody out, whether they're a cop or a racer, or you're going to find a game where everyone wants to just be left alone, which is kind of strange for people who want to play online. It's an option to play online. So yeah, this is a very simple rapid response. Literally just a straight line. I can imagine that what the actual record would be. Now, cop cars aren't exactly made for drifting like the racer cars, but this area of the map, it has quite a few curves on it that are pretty fun to drift. So as we're around this area, we might as well, you know, try a few things. Excuse me, random person, you got in my way. Oh, see, it spawned us right here. Sometimes it spawns us facing the right direction, sometimes it doesn't. The game is very inconsistent with it. Like, it's very over-dramatic, you know, cutscenes when you crash. It looks cool, but honestly, it's not the most fun experience. But yeah, it's standard racing game controls. If you've played like Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that, you know, for a controller at least, it'll be the same. I use an Xbox One controller for my computer, and it also eliminates the sound of my keyboard, which my microphone picks up, like every button press. Either way, I don't know how long this video is going to be when it's edited down, but it's probably going to be a bit longer because I'm showing off like both sides of the racers and their rivals, the cops. Excuse me, random person. But yeah, we actually need to return to a command post. So we have a mile away from it, so let's just drive over to the command post and get our new car. But yeah, the cop campaign is only longer because you have 3 types of like the same vehicles, and you have a lot of choice between them. Okay, here's a cop command post right here, but this is where you can buy new upgrades for your cop cars. Because as a cop, you're just kind of on the force, so you have all the vehicles unlocked immediately once you earn your challenge points. So we have a rank increase, and it's going to show us this, you know, cutscene of the new car that we get. And it's just a normal cop car, really. Like, what was that, the Aston Martin, something like that? That's probably what it was. So yeah, we got this car, I believe. And really, it just, you know, just standard cop car. Honestly, the Dodge Charger, which in my area of the world we have a lot of, just your standard, you know, cop Dodge Charger. The stats aren't really good for it in this game. Like when you compare that to like the final cop cars at the end of the rotation, like literally like that top speed, like on their scale, like this car is insane. Like it's just amazing. So I'm going to drive this Hennessy Venom on the straightaway. And let's just see how fast we can go. Now, the remix of Pompeii is playing in the background, so we'll see how long that lasts. But I probably should talk over it because, you know, just in case Bastille wants to copyright me or something, I can see it happening. So we're already going to 20 right now, and this is without boost. 230. Oh, there's a cop. Move out of the way. This car has some insane handling. It's a beautiful game. Like, it's just, we're just going now. to 78, 79. It really just caps at it like that. It's basically 280 though. That's basically exactly where it hits. So, yeah. But you can definitely chase down racers with this monster of a car. It's so fast. Like, here's a racer right now. Bye. You think you're fast? Think again. It's just amazing. Now, cops don't have the turbo, which you saw in the beginning of the video where the other racers were using a turbo to escape me. And yeah, I actually really like the turbo, but I don't like to rely on it to win a race. So I've strayed away from using it. And yeah, if I was like in a race against somebody, I'd probably ban turbo. It's just a really good way of catching up if you crashed or like winning the race because it's a straightaway. So if your car can't hang, that's on you, not your turbo. That's just my opinion though. But yeah, this is basically it. Welcome to Need for Speed Rivals. This is probably the only video that I will make for this series, but don't hold me accountable for that because, you know, I can make anything for the channel. But if you guys like this stuff, I mean, I'm down for, you know, playing with some people who have the game or something like that. It's just a fun game to mess around, probably like a little comfort game. But, you know, let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like if you liked the video, of course. I mean, if you didn't like the video and you don't want to see any more of this ever, dislike the video. Either way, helps me out. Lets me know what's going on. Any part of the community that wants to speak out to me, you know, I'd appreciate it. You know, right now at the time of this video, I have 9 subscribers, but hey, thank you to my 9 subscribers. Love you all. Peace.